All right, so now we're going to create the login component. So let's come here, and maybe I should shrink this up so that I can just see it in one go. Oh, there's no amount of shrinking that'll help me see it. Okay, let me shrink this code editor too. So here I'll just come to my login component and let's get started. So first off, we need to import some things. The first is we got to import the styles. So import styles from, and that is in the auth module SCSS file. Okay, then also you see this login component, it has this icon, so we're also going to import the icon. Now I'm not going to be going to React Icons website to search for an icon that I already know the name and stuff. So what I'll just do is I'll just paste in the icon, and then you can just copy that. Or if you have the finished project, you can simply just drag anything that you see me doing and paste it in, just to save time. So here we have the login component, and I'm just going to come here straight into the JSX, and let's have a class name. And this class name is going to be, first we're going to have backticks in here, so backticks, and then first we're going to give it a style of container, and then next we're going to have our string interpolation syntax and points to styles dot auth. Okay, all right, so that's fine. Now inside this guy, you see here, first we have this card. So remember we created a card component, so I'll just say card, and then I'll just tap that, then I'll try to auto import it. Aha, so finally my auto import is working here in React. So I'll bring in that, and then inside the card we're just going to have a div that's going to have a class of form. So let me just use my shortcut and just going to say form. Oh, I didn't do that properly apparently, so let me just first have my div, then I'll now have the CNN. Oh, I even have a shortcut that can do all that at the same time. Let me remind myself. So that's DCNN, div with a class name. Aha, so styles.form. And by the way, I created all of these shortcuts myself, and I've linked the tutorial to that. So the first thing we have is this icon and the login text. So I'm just going to put another div here and give it a class name of --flex -center, and then I'll just tap that. Within that, I'll now, let me just bring that down. So within that, I'll just have my login, my icon. So what's the name of the icon? It's by login, like so. And then let me just close that. Now this icon, let me give it a size property, which I'm going to set to 35 as well, like I did before. And then I'll give it a color, which I'm going to set to, so this is going to be #999. Yeah, so that's about it. Now I'll come outside of the div and I'll just have a h2 that will say login. Great. Next, so you see we have this guy here. So next we have the form blah 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 details. So let me save this guy just to make sure that I'm on the right track and see what I'm doing. Go to the login page. Aha, so you see at least we're on the right track. So let's go back to the finished project to guide us. We're going to have the form and then the input and the button. So I'll come here just below the h2. Let me just give 2 space here, and I'm going to create a form. Tap that. It's not going to have an action. I'm going to open this form, and then the first thing we have is an input. So input, and then I'll just tap that. It's going to be a type of text. We're going to have a placeholder that will say email. Then we're going to have capital letter E. Then we're going to have it's going to be required. Then what else? We're going to give it a name property. So name, and we're going to set the name to email, which is going to be relevant later. So that's about it for this one. Let's duplicate it, and we're going to change this to a type of password, because that's what it is essentially. it's going to have a placeholder that says password as well, password, and it's also going to be required, and then the name is also going to be password. So why not just do it now? Password. Great. Next, we're going to have a button. So let's come down here and have a button. Tap that. Button is going to just say login, but it's going to have a type of button, or of submit rather. So submit, then we're going to give it a class name. So class name, let's use our utility class for this one. So class name, help me out now, Visual Studio Code. So dash dash btn, then dash dash btn, so the primary color, so have hyphen primary, then lastly I want it to be full length, so I'll say dash dash btn hyphen block ck. Yeah, so that's it. Then let me save this and make sure that everything is going as I want it to. So I'll check. Aha, so you see everything is going as we want it to, but now we just need to add some couple of things here. So if you come to the finished project, you see here that immediately we have a forgot password link. So let me come down after the form. I'll just come below the form. So first off, let me just create a link tag that I would create opening and closing, and it's going to say forgot password. Now you see this link tag. Where do I want to link it to? I want to link it to the /forgot, and then let's just tap this guy to see if we can auto import. Yeah, so we can from React Router DOM. So I've imported that. So we're now going to add this link at the bottom, this that will have this register button, and that one I'll put it inside a span. So here I'm just going to have a span, tap that, and this is going to have a class name of styles.register, because it's the register link that will be inside, and here we're just going to have a link that will go to, so the first link is to the home page, so link to the home page, so / and then we're just going to say home, then we're going to have another link that will say register, so let me just do that, register, and it's going to be / register. Then in between we're going to have this text that don't have an account register. That's going to be inside the paragraph tag. Now I used HTML entity to add space at the beginning and the end. So let me show you the HTML entity. It's and nbsp and like that. So that's just going to add some space at the beginning and the end. So let me copy that and slot it at the end as well. Control V. So between the entities, I will now say don't, okay, so don't have an account, then register. So now go ahead and save this guy, and let's just check the finished project, or the one we are working on right now. Aha, so you see we have don't have an account register. So I think we're good to go. If you click here, it takes you back to the home page, and if you click on register, it takes you to the register page. So that's about it for this one. In the next video, we're going to build out the register page, or the registration page. See you there.